today we are cooking aglio, olio e peperoncino. You're probably wondering what the hell is that, but it is basically garlic, chili and oil pasta. So this recipe only calls for a few ingredients, and with lack of ingredients in the stores at the moment, they're pretty much staples that you may actually have. So I've got some garlic, some parsley, some chili, some pepper, some Parmesan cheese, olive oil and some vegetable stock paste that we made earlier. So let's start cooking. We're going to start off with throwing our Parmesan cheese in, 50 to 100 grams. So we're going to pop that in there. We've got 123, but that's fine. Go next. We're going to insert the measuring cup into the lid. Next. And we're going to grate our cheese now. So we're going to take it 10 seconds to speed 9. You can see there how we've grated our cheese. It's nice and fine. You know that there's no anti-caking agents. When you buy cheese grated from the shops, they actually put anti-caking agents in. You'll notice that they never clump up, but grating it yourself cuts out that middleman. Not only do you know exactly that there's nothing that shouldn't be in your cheese, but you save money by doing it yourself. So we'll just pour that into there. Okay, so we've grated our cheese. The next thing we're going to move on to is making our pasta. So you'll need your butterfly handy. Pop that in. It just sits on top of the blade. So if you have a look there, it just sits on top like that. Pop that in. And I was really skeptical about making spaghetti in the Thermomix, but I had to give it a go to see what the fuss was about and if it was really going to work. And surprisingly, like every other thing that Thermomix does on their recipes, does work and tastes amazing. So we're going to add our water, 1400 grams of water. Again, we measure all our liquids in grams in the Thermomix. And I'm using the kettle, but it is cold water in here. Okay, so we've got our water in there. Next, we're going to put our lid on. And all we're going to do is heat up the water first. So for 11 minutes on speed 1, and we're just going to heat that water up. Okay, so our water's heated. We'll go next. Once the water is boiling, which it is, we're going to add our salt. It says a pinch of salt, but I like a good tablespoon per 500 grams of pasta. Let's go next. 40 grams of olive oil. Okay, next. And then add 500 grams of spaghetti broken in half. So just like that. Just break it in half, pop that in there. I've already broken this. Have your VAROMA tray ready as well, because that's what we're going to use to drain our pasta in. Let's pop that all in like so. I know, how is this going to cook, but it does. They were my thoughts when I first started using my Thermomix. Okay, let's go next. Insert the measuring cup, and then just have a look at the directions on your packet of pasta, how long they recommend to cook it for. So it's 10 minutes, and we will just take it to stir. And that is it. I'll see you back in 10 minutes. Our pasta's ready. It's been cooking for 10 minutes. We're going to take that over and drain it in our VAROMA dish. You can see your pasta there. Okay, next we're going to add our ingredients. I'm doubling this recipe, so we're adding 6 cloves of garlic. Hit next. Hit next. We've got 4 long red chilies. We've got our parsley that's been washed and dried. About 4 sprigs have gone in there. We're going to go next. We're going to insert our measuring cup into the lid. Put our lid on. Let's go next. And we're going to chop this for 3 seconds on speed 7. Okay, and that little chime just says, hey, I'm finished. So we'll stop that. Oh, smells. Smells beautiful, and those chilies have just gone straight into my throat. So just a little tip, if you have got chilies in there and you're tempted to put your nose in to smell it, but you may get a whiff and have a little bit of a cough attack. Okay, let's go next. We've scraped down the side of the bowl already. Now we're going to add our oil. So don't forget that this is basically just the base of your pasta. So there's 80 grams going in here because we are doubling the recipe. Make sure that we've gone on to 0. You can see I've gone over by a little bit, but 20 grams is literally just a tablespoon, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's hit next. We're going to put our measuring cup back in. Next again. We are now going to saute this for 2 minutes on speed 1. Okay, now I literally can walk away from this. When you're frying off garlic or onion on the stove, you pretty much need to be there the whole time. You turn your back and you've either got burnt onions or burnt garlic. So it's safe to say that we can just leave this as is. With the Thermomix, this is where you've got freedom and flexibility in your kitchen. Now I used to make this recipe on the stove. So much easier in the Thermomix, there's no oil splattered anywhere, and like I say, normally there's only the one bowl to wash at the end of it, so very easy. Scrape down the sides of your bowl. We're now going to add 150 grams of white wine. We've got some cooking wine here. Make sure we're on the 0, tear that weight. Actually, we're adding 300 grams because I've doubled the recipe. And you'll notice that with the Thermomix, they actually double, the Thermomix weighs in grams, whether it be a liquid or anything else. Okay, so we've added our white wine. Next, we're going to add our vegetable stock, and this is what I made earlier. So this is vegetable stock made from veggies, and there's no additives or preservatives in there. And this is something that we make when we deliver your Thermomix. So if anyone is interested in purchasing a Thermomix, this is the first thing that we actually make together when we deliver it. So we're going to add 4 tablespoons of this to it. And when you make your stock, you get about 3 jars this size. Just rinse off that spoon. Next, we're going to put our lids back on. Next, and this is now going to cook for 2 minutes on speed 1 at 100 degrees, if you can see that in the middle. Okay, so we've got our liquid, our sauce that we make, the oil, the garlic, the chilli. We're just going to pour that over the pasta that we've just cooked in our Thermomix. So we'll just pour that over. And see the lovely chilli and garlic over the top with the parsley. And your thermo server will keep it warm for a couple of hours, which is great. If you've got someone that's not home, you can put theirs aside. Right, we've got some Parmesan cheese that we grated earlier. Just going to sprinkle that over the top. Some fresh parsley over the top, some chili pieces. And that's dinner done in our house.